Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Cablevision of Loudoun's Game of the Week. I'm Jeff Pavoda, along with my colleague Frank Bowers. We're here to call the game for you tonight. Tonight sees us in Sterling, Virginia, home of the Parkview Patriots, who tonight will play host to the Eagles from Osbourne High School. And Frank, there's not a lot that can be said before this game. You have the Osbourne Eagles coming in second last year in the Northwestern District, only to Broad Run, and this year 8-0, and they're definitely on a run, and Parkview has their work cut out for them tonight.
Boy, they sure do. Their Osbourne Eagles are really very, very talented ball club. As you said, Jeff, they're 8-0. Recently won a Christmas tournament, pretty dominant over there, beating AAA teams. Right. The press, the media, they have them picked to win the district, and I think I can see why watching them warm up. As you pointed out, they're big and good. We have David versus Goliath tonight, but who knows? Parkview is a very capable ball club. They didn't look good the other night up at Hanley. However, this is a new ball game. They sure look good in the tournament. They look good at times. So let's throw it up here and see what happens.
I think so. We'll be right back with tonight's tip-off. Welcome back to Parkview High School in Sterling, Virginia, home of the Parkview Patriots, where right now everybody's manning the floor. The troops are getting ready to hit the hardwoods. And Frank, I think we said it best, and Parkview has their work cut out for them tonight.
Well, let's see if Parkview can get off to a quick start. Maybe they'll have a hot shooting night tonight, hit the boards. We're going to see. It's going to be interesting.
It should be interesting. I know you talked to Coach Culler before the game, the coach for the Osbourne Eagles, and he had mentioned that he likes to keep his boys fresh by moving them in and out quite a bit.
He says he'll play everybody, 12, 14 kids. We'll see action maybe in the first quarter.
I'd say that's going to be tough for us, but we'll do our best to keep up with them, and the Osbourne Eagles will control the tip. Quickly move down the court, and number 10, Derek Nix will be the man to watch for the Osbourne Eagles tonight.
Nix is awful tough. He started last year on a very good team. They finished second and made the regional finals before losing to Culpeper in overtime.
Parkview gets it up. Longerbeam will bring it up for the Parkview Patriots. This tends to be a quick number 44 for the Parkview Patriots. Can't put it up. That's Mike Weishart. Quickly getting the ball down. The Eagles are looking tough in the lane, I tell you. Smith comes down with the rebound, but Frank, it's going to be tough under those boards tonight.
That's a good sign. Parkview's getting ready to mix it up in there. Donnie Smith going high for the board and was fouled. Osbourne showing why they're such a great team in the early going here. They're very quick and playing a real tough man-to-man defense.
They sure are. They're right down in the corner. Parkview can't get anything done, and quickly Nix picks it off, and it looks like it'll be an easy two for the Osbourne Eagles. They're up by 4.
Eagles are really going to apply the pressure.
And I guess they can do that. They have a deep bench as well as a quality bench. We were talking about it before the game. And they can do it. Mike Weishart gets a quick pass from Bowers, an easy 2-point layup with 1 minute gone in the first quarter.
Nice body control by Weishart. Shooting right-handed off from the left-hand side.
Definitely. Osbourne looks a little sloppy bringing the ball up.
Bowers and Longerbeam trapping very nicely off the side. I think it was off Bowers' leg or off of Patriots' leg. It's the Osbourne Eagles' ball.
Darian Somerville, number 52, brings it in for the Eagles. He'll be one to watch as well tonight. Derek Nix will bring the ball up. And it looks like Parkview is off to the races. Donnie Smith, nice dish to Longerbeam for an easy 2.
Nice look by Donnie Smith. Real heads-up play.
I tell you, they're going to need plenty of play like that tonight to handle these Osbourne Eagles. Joe Kelly out of the top for the Eagles gets it inside to Nix. Nix is definitely going to be the money man, and it looks like it's good for 2, almost said 3. Joe Kelly for the Eagles. Nice shooting from the outside.
Kelly only 5'8", but he's the Eagles quarterback, no doubt about it. He drives everything.
I believe he's a returner as well. Bowers on the outside has the ball. Gets it inside the Longerbeam on top. Weishart shoots it up, won't fall for 2. Donnie Smith with a nice rebound. Bowers with a good look pass inside. Can make it happen.
I think Coach Edwards is screaming Bowers should have shot the ball, but
I think so. It's a nice no-look pass, but Bissinger, I think, surprised him as well. Couldn't quite get the ball off. Parkview has it back, and Bowers will take a shot from downtown. Good rebound by Longerbeam, drops it off to Weishart, and it's good for 2. It's all tied up, 6 to go here, 5.5 minutes gone.
That was a good possession for Parkview. A couple offensive rebounds. We got a walk against the quarterback. Joe Kelly being called for the walk-in, rightfully so. Parkview's hanging here real early. 2.5 minutes in the game, 5:30 to go, and we have a 6-6 game.
I tell you, both teams are playing at a pretty fantastic pace right now, and I think they're going to have to. Parkview Patriots, the definite underdog here, are going to have to play at a good pace. Donnie Smith drives the lane, draws the foul.
Jeff, the Eagles really want to play a fast-paced game here. Their bench, they play 12, 14 kids, the coach said, and Parkview's bench is not that deep. They're about 8 or 9 deep.
Right.
And one of the kids tonight is injured, Rob Dombrowski, the 6'4" senior sitting over there on the bench.
That's right, he's one of the 6 men that comes in for the Patriots quite often. Donnie Smith steps up to the charity stripe. He'll see if he can add a couple more on for the Patriots. And they'll take the first lead of the evening with 5:18 to go in the first quarter.
Donnie Smith, a real fine foul shooter. Watch me jinx him.
Yeah, I
Like we
know.
did the other night.
As soon as we start talking, we just give him the heebie-jeebies.
See?
And certainly we did. Osbourne comes down with a big number 51. Jeremy Pond comes down with it. 52 Somerville from the outside lays it in nicely.
He's also fouled, I believe, or is he?
I'm not sure. I don't know if he called it. He may have called Donnie Smith. He was on the ground in the paint, but
it was called against the Osbourne Eagles. I think he got the shooter for pushing off, and the basket's no good. Parkview still leads 7-6.
well, Parkview gets a break with a slim 1-point lead. Bad pass. Longer beam is not quite that tall.
No,
and they'll give it back to the Eagles.
Yes, it'll be the Eagles' ball into their own basket, too. You never like to see that because they can run an inbounds play now.
Right.
It'll come all the way back, and the Osbourne Eagles will set up an inbounds play to run here. We have 3 team fouls against the Eagles and none against the Parkview Patriots here in the early going.
I'll tell you, with a team as deep as they are, I don't know if that's Daryl Somerville, number 42, checks in for the Osbourne Eagles. That's the brother of Darian Somerville. Both apparently play extremely good ball. Gets it in to Nix, excuse me. Nix drives the paint. I tell you, I know he just wants to shoot. Shot goes up, gets his own rebound. He'll drive the paint, and it looks like he'll catch a foul.
Number 44, Mike Weishart, with the block, but he hit him with the body.
Number 42, Daryl Somerville, good ball movement down there as well as following up his own ball. That we can't press that enough, is the offensive rebounds and getting another shot off.
That last possession down the court when the foul was called, they actually counted that basket. They put 2 points up a little while ago, and it is 8-7 in favor of the Osbourne Eagles.
And Somerville will tack another one on.
Talking to Coach Mike Culler of the Osbourne Eagles, he's very happy with these Somerville kids. Darian Somerville and Daryl Somerville were move-ins. That doesn't happen very often. Get a couple quality players move in their senior year.
That's true, especially since Osborne's did so well last year. They probably had most of their boys return, and yet to have another thing just complement the team, a good team that you already have.
Sure.
What a break. Weishart on the outside for the Patriots has the ball, gets it to Donnie Smith. Longer beam will get it to Bowers from the foul line for 2. 10-9, these Parkview Patriots are on the comeback trail, and we're on the go-away trail.
And
we'll be right back after this timeout. Osbourne Eagles 10, Parkview Patriots 9. We're back with 4:39 to go in the first quarter here at Parkview High School. You're watching Cablevision of Loudoun's Game of the Week. And right now, you're watching Joe Kelly of the Osbourne Eagles bring it up the field. Gets it inside. Nice pass outside to Nix. And there's a lid on that one. Nice pull down by Mike Weishart.
Last possession was very interesting. After that timeout, Parkview goes to the full-court man-to-man press. You do it, we can do it, they're saying.
That's right. Good inside pass to Longer beam, who picks up the foul down low.
Number 11, Joe Kelly called for that foul. I believe it was Kelly.
I tell you, they certainly don't want Joe Kelly in any kind of foul trouble early. He seems to be, like you were saying earlier, the quarterback of this.
Yeah, he's the real spark plug. He's really very quick, a lot of experience. Senior, started last year.
Just enjoying himself out there.
Huh.
Tommy Young, number 12, checks in for the Osbourne Eagles as number 10, Longerbeam, goes to the line.
Longerbeam will be shooting too.
And he ties the score up 10-10. These Parkview Patriots are tough. They're hanging close with these Osbourne Eagles, and something that we weren't really sure was going to happen tonight. Can't convert on the second one. Weishart with a beautiful rebound and goes right back up for two. It's 12-10. Parkview Patriots on top.
Rather surprising. Parkview rebounding real well here in the first 4 minutes of the first quarter.
I tell you, it's impressive. Nick's on the outside for the Eagles, trying to generate a little offense. Gets it inside to Somerville, who hits the hardwoods.
Going to have a walk call. Thought we had a trip on Bowers, but he got away with it. Eagles getting ready to apply the pressure again.
Doesn't seem to be phasing Parkview too much. Their plays seem to be developing well, and as the score indicates, they're putting the ball in the hoop. Longerbeam goes long. He gets the bomb for an easy 2 points, up by 4.
Parkview's a real young ball club, but they're growing up fast here tonight.
I think they are. Next for the Eagles brings it down. Gets it across to Somerville, to Young.
Parkview's press seems to be bothering the Osbourne Eagles a little bit here in the early going.
That's good. I imagine they need to throw them off their game a bit. Nix with a nice drive and jumper. Won't go. Donnie Smith goes up for the ball, but he travels on the way down.
Well, I like that, though. Donnie Smith, great position, great rebound there. Lost his footing, got called for the walk, but a coach likes to see those kind of things.
Yeah, you like to see a hustle error like that, not a mental error. Somerville for 3, won't go. Nice rebound by Young.
Over the top. Called against the Osbourne Eagles. I believe that's against number 12, Tommy Young, 6'2" junior.
And Young, who just checked in the game not long ago. Ooh, hard pressed by the Eagles, but they get the ball across. Weishart brings it down for the Patriots. Gets it stolen by Somerville, just picks his pocket. Pulls up for an easy jumper, can't make it go. It's just bedlam under the basket. Finally, Anthony McNeil, number 50, gets the ball in the hoop.
He's also fouled, and the basket's going to be good. Foul against Jason Bissinger, number 32. That's his first personal foul and Parkview's second foul.
Anthony McNeil, number 50 for the Eagles, will go to the charity stripe to try to get his team back in the game here. 14-12, Parkview on top by a slim 2-point margin. I tell you, Frank, these Patriots have impressed me thus far.
They sure have. They're really playing real well here tonight, and that's awful good.
McNeil can't convert. It's still 14-12. Longerbeam brings it up for the Patriots. He slides in. I believe he was safe, Frank.
Yeah, he's bottled up. We're going to have a jump ball, and it's going to be Patriots' ball. The arrow's going their way. Parkview getting a little bit lucky on that. Longerbeam lost the handle, got bottled up. Osbourne showing their quickness once again here in the early going, Jeff.
I tell you what, they do. Parkview has been getting the breaks thus far. Nice pass down low to Bowers. Puts it in off the glass.
Good move. Pump fake.
Gets it to Young. Young has to jump for that one. Gets it in Somerville. They're doing a fine job out here, Frank.
Sure are. Parkview keeping the pressure up. Longerbeam, good hands.
Inside to
Nice
Somerville.
shot.
You won't see him miss very often, but he did right then.
Foul's going to go against the Osbourne Eagles. Jeff, that's their 6th foul here after only 5.5 minutes of the first quarter. Parkview will be 1-1 the rest of the way, this quarter and the second quarter also.
I'll tell you what, that could be a definite key to victory. That's a big break for
Can
the
make a
Parkview
difference.
Patriots.
It can sure make a difference. No doubt about it.
Bissinger gets it into Longerbeam, but Bissinger's taking a lot of pressure. Finally gets it across to Smith, who's got an open lane. Tries to take the shot. I think he wanted a foul from Somerville, number 52, but nothing was called.
Well, Donnie Smith's not going to win this argument.
No,
He's
he's not.
inbounding the ball over to Bowers.
Bowers gets it out to Longerbeam, and Bowers will fire it up for three. Bowers with a hot hand tonight for the Parkview Patriots. 19-12 with 2:10 to go in the first quarter. Bowers gets his 7 points as we regain composure here on the other side of the court. Somerville takes a walk.
Everything's going Parkview's way here. I believe it's allowed I believe that the Osbourne Eagles are not a very happy ball club at the moment. Their coach off the bench here certainly isn't very happy.
Well, I tell you, we haven't seen them go to their bench quite as much as we had thought and as much as was talked up before the game.
Yep.
Bissinger having a little problem getting it in, but he gets a long pass. Oh, and it's a bad foul to number 52, Van Graves, who also played football for the Parkview Patriots, and he'll step up to the charity stripe.
Van Graves coming in to give Donnie Smith a little bit of a break and broke free, showing why he was a wide receiver on the gridiron.
Exactly.
You know, surprisingly, Parkview Young Ball Club starts 4 juniors, but this pressure from an undefeated team predicted to win the district this year hasn't fazed the Parkview Patriots in early going.
No, it really hasn't. You have to wonder what the attitude is. Either let's go out and get them, they're no better than us, or we have nothing to lose by playing a team that's good. You know, you never know. Van Grace steps up and shoots the first one in, giving the Parkview Patriots an 8-point lead. But like we were saying, you never know, and I believe it's Parkview Patriots' attitude is more, we can beat these guys. You know, anyone can beat anybody on any given night.
If they play the rest of the game, but they play the first 6 minutes, they're right.
Yeah, I agree. Osbourne Eagles get it in bounds, but Somerville can't hold on to it.
Looks like the Eagles are having the kind of first quarter that Parkview had the other night when they went up to play the Hanley Judges.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it just doesn't go right. When it rains, it pours.
Yeah. That's normally always the case. Bowers tries to get it back over to Bissinger. Can't make it happen.
Off of Anthony McNeil's leg, number 50 of the Osbourne Eagles. Bissinger, number 32, will be inbounding.
And Osbourne Eagles definitely are putting the press on. Bowers goes for the long bomb, but he's covered well. I tell you, they're all over him like a cheap suit out there.
Nice
steal by number 20, Corey Smith. Eagles cut it to within 6 with 1.5 minutes to go. I tell you, this is a fast and furious pace out here. Somerville, number 42, comes up for the steal. Can't quite make it happen, and Parkview Patriots get another break.
Maybe the Osbourne Eagles are just going to try to wear them down here, Jeff, with the pace they've set here in the first quarter.
Bissinger will bring it in. Number 50, McNeil, is just all over him, doing jumping jacks right there in front of him. Finally gets it into Weishart. Now they're playing a little soccer out there. Weishart gets a boot into the Osbourne Eagles coach.
Off of Weishart's leg, it'll be the Eagles' ball. 1:27 remaining. The Osbourne Eagles are trailing the Parkview Patriots 20-14.
Eagles get the ball up. I tell you, they've got some new boys in there, it looks like. Number 21, Chris Corum. Number 20, Corey Smith. Gets it across to Somerville, who 52 and 42 look like they'll be staples in this game. Darrell and Darian Somerville.
Van Graves applying the pressure out to Somerville.
Look like they're moving the ball well out there. Under a minute to go in the first quarter. Somerville gets it on the outside. Gets it out to Corum, but I tell you, I believe they want it in the hands of A. Somerville, whether it be Darrell or Darian, and number 50, McNeil, will take the shot.
Osbourne showing a lot of patience that time, running a motion offense, looking for a high percentage shot, and they got it.
I tell you, they gave it plenty of time to develop, and maybe it wore the Patriots down a bit. Longerbeam gets pressed on the corner. Bowers will step up for 3! That's his second three-pointer of the night. I tell you, Bowers has a hot hand here tonight. McNeil under the basket.
Nice block by Weishart. Goes to a jump ball, and arrow favors the Osbourne Eagles here.
I tell you, I think that's the first break that the Parkview Patriots didn't get tonight.
It sure looks that way.
I tell you, they're creating their own breaks with that kind of play. Bowers with 2 3-pointers early. Donnie Smith checks back in the game.
Smith then for Bowers. Bowers has 10 points in the early going. And we have another turnover. Osbourne Eagles coach looks a little frustrated. Hands in pockets, walking the sidelines.
I think so. I don't think he expected the Parkview Patriots to come out like a blitzkrieg, and I think he's a little bit frustrated right now.
Jeremy Pond, number 51, entering the game for the Eagles. He's a 6'8" senior.
He's a big boy. I tell you, it's hard to miss him.
It sure as heck is. Hard to out-rebound him too.
Yeah, that's right. He's allowed to be all. He's going to give the Parkview Patriots all that they can handle here tonight. 21 seconds to go, Frank, and what's been an exciting first quarter for the Parkview Patriots.
Leonard Lorton in the game, number 40, and also reporting in number 20, Jeremy Jenkins. Van Graves at the line to shoot 1-1. Here's what happens when you have fouls so early. Parkview, first quarter, 1-1 situation.
Right.
They'd otherwise have the ball in bounds, but no, Van Graves goes to the line for perhaps 2.
Could be. These are easy points, and I tell you, Parkview's going to definitely need to take advantage of them. Nice save, in bounds.
Good hustle by Donnie Smith.
That sure was. Gets it down to Somerville. Somerville squares up for the shot. Good offensive rebounding by the Osbourne Eagles. Pond.
That's what 6'8" will do for you.
That's right. Nice rebound and follow-up. 2 seconds to go. Parkview can't get a shot off before the buzzer, and at the end of the first quarter, it's the Parkview Patriots 23, Osbourne Eagles 18. We'll be right back with the second quarter.
Doc, what's wrong with you? Tonsillitis?
Appendicitis.
Yes! Nobody's died of tonsillitis around here for a while.
Appendicitis.
Nothing to worry about. Scalpel?
What if the joint were in somebody else's hand, like your surgeon, your lawyer, or your local policeman? Would you still say marijuana is harmless?
Oh, no.
Now, let's see if I can still make a straight line.
Welcome back to the game of the week. We're at Sterling, Virginia, home of the Parkview Patriots, where we have had one surprising first quarter of play here at the Parkview Patriots home court. 23-18, Frank, and I tell you, it's been an exciting game.
What's impressed me is the way the Patriots have handled the press and the way they rebounded against a much larger team.
That's true. The only equalizing factor now is Jeremy Pond, a 6'8" ball player for the Eagles, and Bowers is getting pressed hard, finally gets it inside to Weishart. Longer beam takes a hit under the basket.
Number 50, Anthony McNeil, I believe, called for that foul. I think so.
Well, I tell you, Frank, he went down hard underneath.
He sure did. He got hit hard. He should have gone down hard.
These boys are bouncing off the floor. It didn't seem to be any worse for the wear, and he'll step up to the stripe.
That's the second personal foul on number 50, Anthony McNeil. Longer beam to the line for 2.
Looks like the starting crew is back in for the Patriots.
Longer beam took a hard fall, but it didn't seem to phase him. He's smooth as can be.
No, he put the crosshairs right on that net, and he is good to go. It's 24-18, Parkview Patriots. I knew as soon as I said the score, I'd jinx him somehow. Corey Smith gets the ball up for the Osbourne Eagles. Good ball handler. Eagles are looking to set something up. Looks like they're slowing their game down a little bit to try to generate some plays here on offense. Nice inside pass for Jeremy Pond, but he got hacked.
Well, Parkview collapsing on him. You have Weishart fronting him. Behind him, you had Bissinger. When you're playing against a guy 6'8", you got to do something. So I think it's good defense in the part of the Parkview Patriots.
Tall as this boy is, though, I believe he could almost set the ball into the basket. He's a big boy. I don't think I've seen a 6'8" player out here in a while.
He's tough. That was Bissinger's second personal foul, the third team foul for the Patriots. I see Van Graves getting ready to check in, and I bet he comes in for number 32, Jason Bissinger.
What a call. What
And
a
he
call.
does.
Didn't know Cablevision was ESPN. Pond will step up for his second one. He cuts the lead to a slim 5 points and make it 4. Good shooting by the big man of the Eagles.
How often do you see a big man at any level shoot foul shots that nice?
True. Donnie Smith brings it all the way down outside to Bowers to Weishart.
Weishart for 3.
He's shooting for 3 from the cheap seats out there.
Parkview shooting very well tonight from the three-point area. Bowers with a couple, Weishart with 1.
Good ball play. Van Graves quick on his feet. Inside to Pond. You can't let a big boy post up inside like that.
No, you sure can. Donnie Smith got back just a little bit late. He was hustling, though.
Yes, he was. I tell you, these Parkview Patriots are to be commended on their stamina tonight. Look at Donnie Smith just weaving in and out. Good save. Longerbeam gets it out high, gets it to Weishart.
Longerbeam, the quarterback of the basketball team here, calming things down some.
Which definitely needs to be done. Van Graves, step fast on his feet, gets it inside to Smith. Bowers from the foul line. He is hot as nails tonight.
I believe Bowers is 4 for 4 tonight.
He tacks
4
on
for
a couple
5,
more for the
4 for
Parkview
5.
Patriots to extend the lead to 7 points. Gets it inside to McNeil. Easy pass to McNeil for an easy 2 points.
Parkview's got to get back on D. They can't give up them easy buckets like that. They have to make the Eagles earn them.
That is for sure. Number 32, Tyler Hedges. He's got a stocky build on him. He's not scared to mix it up down there in the paint. Van Graves thought he was going to take a shot. Weishart for three. Bounces off the edge, and I tell you, that's the first three-pointer I think these Parkview Patriots have missed tonight.
Think you're right.
Smith gets it out to Pond from the baseline, the big man.
Sure, he can shoot from the outside, inside, from the foul line.
He is a dangerous player. Smith takes his time getting the ball in, gets it right back. Good pass, a little off balance, but it's a hustle type of thing, and Corey Smith brings it up for the Eagles and will take advantage of it. Van Graves from behind.
That was a good foul. Parkview just hustling. That's the second foul on number 24, Donnie Smith. And Parkview's fourth team foul, of the half. Number 20 will go to the line to shoot two. Corey Smith, 5'6" senior.
You know, I believe there's a Corey Smith that plays for Loudon Valley as well.
Yes, there is. And they're both good.
And they are both good. Eagles will step up to try to trim this lead down. Now, 3 points. It's 29-26, 5:23 to go here in the first half. Parkview Patriots on top by a slim 3, and I tell you, the game has been close.
Well, Parkview really has to work real hard to get a shot off down there, and they've given a couple easy baskets here in the last minute or so, which has allowed the Eagles to narrow the gap.
That's true, and like you were saying, with 17 fouls, they need to start taking advantage.
Longerbeam will go to the line for a 1-and-1.
And as we speak,
I believe that's against number 20, Corey Smith, I think.
Smith takes a shot, comes back, gets a foul. Looks like Joe Kelly, number 11, will check back in for the Osbourne Eagles. Number 20, Corey Smith, goes out of the game. Nix is back in. Looks like the Osbourne Eagles have their original 5 back out on the court.
I believe you're right. Longerbeam to the line again, Jeff. Longerbeam, a good free thrower. I didn't jinx him. I had a feeling.
No, I know. The ball had left his hand by the time you said that. So that's the key.
I could tell it. He didn't flinch when he let it go. I knew it was in.
That's right.
Didn't flinch that time either.
No, he didn't. Parkview up by 4. Osbourne Eagles are getting a little upset, and they're bringing the ball down quickly. Nix will bring it down. Good ball movement down there. Somerville takes a hack underneath by Weishart. I think I see his arm laying down there.
Parkview bench certainly doesn't agree with that call at all. Coach Nunley holding his hands on top of his head. It's an Excedrin call. But regardless of what the coaches think, number 52, Darrell Somerville, will go to the line to shoot two. And Donnie Smith, not Donnie Smith, number 44, Mike Weishart picks up his second personal and the 15th foul of this half.
I tell you, you certainly don't want either one of the Somerville brothers to go to the line for the Osbourne Eagles.
No, they have nice touch. They really do.
Both of them play extremely good ball, especially Darian Somerville. I understand the coach couldn't say enough about him, or his brother for that matter.
He's definitely tough.
Nix with a nice pickup outside, gets a shot for an easy 2 points. It's a 1-point ball game with 5 minutes to go in the half. Donnie Smith will bring it up for the Patriots. Gets it across the Longerbeam, who has somewhat of a hot hand. I tell you, they should get it to Bowers in the 3-point territory. He has been shooting up a storm. Smith almost loses the ball and takes a nasty shot there from Chris Corum.
Donnie will go to the line to shoot 1-and-1.
Looks like he knocked heads with the floor. The floor normally wins that battle.
It sure does. Every time.
That's the one thing about when you hit the ground hard in football, it's not so bad because the ground gives a little bit, but when you hit it, that floor doesn't give at all.
And sometimes in football, when you hit the ground like that, you get 15 yards. In basketball, you make you earn it. You don't have anything.